What's good, everybody? Flash Piece is back for another sports video. I've been listening. This here is going to be, first of all, my quick recap of last week's debacle with the Rams, and also a little bit of discussion on stuff that's been going on this week since the game, in the media, sports media, etc., and also a look ahead at the game coming up. Last week, right, caused a big split in the Philadelphia sports fan base regarding Carson Wentz, really, and also you can add to that a little bit of Jim Schwartz and that sort of thing, okay? With Carson Wentz, right, I want to clear up quickly is my opinion on these two camps that have developed. On one hand, you got a group of people who pretty much are they believe in Carson Wentz. And then you got another group that doesn't believe in Carson Wentz, okay? I got to just sum it up in that way, okay? The group, though, that believes in Carson Wentz, they just kind of make a bunch of excuses for this dude, right? You hear everything, and like the champion of this is guys like, John Ritchie, who has an agenda clearly against Howie Roseman and Doug Peterson in particular, right? And others like Ike Reese and so on. Now, those who argue this way, their whole thing is Carson Wentz, needs to be coached, properly. What type of coaching is he receiving that he is still having problems with mechanics and missing receivers and all that old kind of stuff, right? Carson Wentz never has weapons. The Eagles never built weapons around Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz's line, this and that and the third, as if this motherfucker just can't just be trash for a game or two. Like, it got to be somebody else's fault. All right, to those people who say that, I say, yo, you got to get your head out your ass, man. Carson Wentz can have a bad game, and he's had bad games. Okay, Carson Wentz ain't played like garbage. I don't give a damn what the line didn't do. I don't care about the receivers, none of that. There were receivers open, as Trey Thomas eloquently pointed out, as Brian Baldinger eloquently pointed out, and Carson Wentz is missing them. All right, so that means Carson Wentz just wasn't on his A game. If the receivers are all the coach has to do and the coaching staff, their job is to put him in positions to succeed. And the way you put him in position to succeed is you protect him with the line, and then you also create routes that allow receivers to get open. There were receivers open all over the place, I'm sorry to tell you. Just go check out Trey Thomas's videos right here on YouTube, right, where he was showing, this guy's open here, two guys open here, this guy's open here, and he's passing here, this and that. I say, Carson Wentz just play bad. That's what I got to say to y'all who just trying to find excuses and all of that. That's not what's best for him. He's in year 5. As one of y'all eloquently pointed out, was my last video. I think I said year 4, and then I guess you felt like you're smart because you said that. All right, good job, buddy. All right, anyway, Carson Wentz is in year 5. In year 5, we still shouldn't be talking about how you're holding your wrists and how your feet are planted on the ground and all that stuff before you throw the ball. Now, I expect you to kind of get that. I don't think, like, top quarterbacks are constantly being coached about that. Okay, so I expect Carson Wentz to know that kind of shit right there, not be having a problem with mechanics. Okay, in year 5, sorry, that's just me. That's what I expect. Now, to that other group of people who just believe Carson Wentz is just trash, Carson Wentz is just done, that the Eagles really don't want to keep Carson Wentz. Really, what they're trying to do is replace him with Jalen Hurts, so that's why they drafted him and all of that. This is what I got to say to y'all. I believe the Eagles drafted Jalen Hurts not because they lost faith in Carson Wentz's abilities or talent. They saw Carson Wentz be great. They've seen Carson Wentz be considered the 3rd best player in the league, NFL top 100. They've seen Carson Wentz lead the team with Greg Ward and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and all kinds of other guys, Perkins and all of that, and actually win and get the team into the playoffs, which included a victory against the Cowboys, who overmatched us, who were completely healthy and everything. All right, so I think they believe in Carson Wentz's ability. What they don't believe in is his ability to stay safe. to not get injured, to not just be out for a whole year. So what they did was they said, hey, look, we're not going to be caught like that. You know, especially since in 2017, we were able to win a Super Bowl with a backup quarterback. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure we got a number 2 that just in case Carson has a career-ending injury or a season-ending injury, we got a guy that can hold the fort down. Now, if Jalen Hurts came in and Carson Wentz got hurt and he just balled out and like led us to the playoffs and won and all of that, then we have a chance or a situation where they had to make a decision. Maybe they do keep Jalen Hurts or whatever. But I'm saying that decision wouldn't be made until Carson Wentz, first of all, left due to injury. And number 2, Jalen Hurts really balled out. No decision would be made on that until those 2 things happen. Right? So it isn't like a plan the Eagles got right now to just replace Wentz. That's no. They just understand they got to be smart. They're not going to let a quarterback injury fuck up their whole season. And I actually agree with that thinking, even though I wasn't necessarily in support of the pick at the time. I get it now. Now, with regards to Carson Wentz losing his job due to poor performance, honestly, I believe the Eagles would give him like a whole season, for real. You know, I believe they would give him a whole season to just be trash. Now, once we get to the point where we're eliminated from the playoffs, then maybe you'll see Jalen Hurts start, and then they have to make a decision like that. That scenario, I don't see happening. All right, so y'all tripping on the side where you say Carson is just trash. Like, you just ignoring 2017. You're just ignoring all the good stuff that he does do. You're ignoring the fact that he has one of the best touchdown to turnover ratios, like in the history and all of that. You're just ignoring all of that, and that's nutty. I'm not with that. All right? You should try to be in the middle, which is usually where the truth is. The truth is usually in the middle. It's not extreme this way, not extreme that way. All right. So anyway, and also, too, with Doug, those of y'all jumping on Doug all stupid, I don't get that. We've seen Doug Peterson, like, win games without Carson Wentz. So this idea that he's just this player, this coach that's not creative and all that stuff, don't know what he's doing. Come on, man. Y'all saw the Philly special. Y'all see the ball. Y'all seen what he did when the bright lights was on. Y'all saw the flea flicker he did against the Minnesota Vikings when the lights was on in the championship. Doug is my man. You know what I mean? All right. Anyway, looking forward to this game coming up. It's us against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals host will come with a young quarterback, Joe Burrow, who balled out in the bowl game, right, last year in the BCS, right. I liked him when I saw him coming out. I was very impressed with what he did for LSU. But this is the NFL, homie. This is the NFL, and this is what I expect. And I'm putting pressure on you, Jim Schwartz. Y'all already know I think Jim Schwartz is trash. I don't think he's nice and none of that because he comes with a defense that's just not aggressive. I don't like non-aggressive defense. But at any rate, Jim Schwartz, I expect your nut ass to come out there with a plan to at least stop a rookie quarterback. If you can't do that, then listen, I'm just like, yo, y'all going to have no more argument. If he get torched by a young rookie, you guys who just are on Jim Schwartz is nice and he's great and all that kind of stuff, like Richie thinks he's an outstanding defensive coordinator, right? I'm purely revoking your card. And what I want y'all to do is go listen to Seth Joyner's post game of the last game. Seth Joyner summed up the team in 5 minutes, right? All right, so I expect a victory here. Number one, we 0-2. Season's on the line. This is a must-win game. All right, so I expect us to come out here and get this done. I don't care how that happens. And against a rookie quarterback, if Jim Schwartz is supposedly nice, then I expect him to put together a plan for him. Like me personally, I know Jim Johnson would have had about 35 blitzes ready for this ball. All types of stuff he's never seen. Disguises, stunts, all kinds of stuff, right? And this is what I expect from Jim Schwartz. If you can't confuse a rookie, I think they need to make changes with Jim Schwartz. Honestly, if he can't confuse a rookie. So I expect a victory. I expect Carson Wentz to be able to succeed in this situation. Because, dude, it's time to snap out of this bullshit. You can't keep this up, right? You got a running game. I expect Miles Sanders to go crazy on this team. This team has one of the worst run defenses in the league. All right, so I expect him to go crazy on them. All right, so I expect a running game that's going to get at least 100 yards. All right, Carson Wentz, you're not going up against a defense that has shut down corners, none of that kind of stuff. These guys are decent, but no, you should be able to get it done. And it's a shame Jalen Reagor is hurt. They talking about 6 to 8 weeks I saw somewhere, but I expect probably about 4. You're talking about lacerated thumb. You know what I mean? He'd probably be back in about a month, right? But they might hold him out until after the bye week that's coming up in November. I don't know. But whatever the case, man, I expect you to beat the Bengals with or without Jalen Reagor. You're going to have Deshaun Jackson, who should get more catches now. You got your 2 tight ends, Ertz and Goddard. We got Miles Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Other receivers, I hope, man, either you got Greg Ward. He's reliable. He's not no great Pro Bowl receiver, but he's reliable. You got Whiteside. I don't know if I want to see him. Either him, Hightower, Quez Watkins, or whoever is next up. Just go ahead and just vie for that next spot. But really, primarily, you should be targeting those tight ends, Deshaun Jackson and Miles Sanders. And really, that should be enough to take care of the Bengals. And if not, we got problems. Full ass beats. My prediction for this game here, I think we're going to put up some points. I think Carson is going to come back with a vengeance. I'm saying 33-17 Philadelphia Eagles. If not, we got a problem, baby.